Welcome back to the Mindful Tantra course. This is Lesson 12, Feeling Without Drowning. I'm your instructor, Peter. Most of us were never taught how to feel. We were taught how to think, how to hide, or how to dramatize, but rarely how to simply be with a feeling in the body without getting swept away by it. In this session, we will explore the skill of conscious witnessing, the ability to feel big waves of emotion while resting in a deeper awareness. We'll learn to surf instead of drowning. When we step into shadow work and manifestation at the same time, we tend to fall into two extremes. On one side is emotional avoidance, and on the other is emotional flooding. Avoidance says, if I feel this, it will swallow me. Flooding says, once I open the door, everything pours out. Both extremes scramble the signal you send into the quantum field. If your signal is frozen in old survival patterns or scrambled in a storm of overwhelm, the field cannot reflect back clarity. We need a middle path. We need to become the witness. Conscious witnessing is the ability to stay connected to a wider awareness that is not identical to the wave of emotion. It is like learning to surf instead of trying to stop the ocean. This stance connects your nervous system with spiritual traditions of mindfulness and the quantum idea that what we can safely observe, we can begin to change. To understand this gift, we have to notice how we relate to emotions by default. When a big feeling arises, it often comes in three distinct layers that we mistake for one. The first layer is raw physical sensation, tightness in the throat, heaviness in the chest, or heat in the face. This is the body's electromagnetic signature in action. The second layer is the emotional label. This is where we name the state, I am anxious or I am devastated. We turn the sensation into a category. The third layer is the story. This is the mental narrative about why this is happening, what it proves about you, and what it predicts for your future. This is where we get stuck. Overwhelm occurs when these three layers fuse together into one solid block. The sensation, the feeling, and the story become indistinguishable, and the mind starts to spin. Suddenly, I feel shame becomes I am shame. I feel afraid becomes I am in danger and I always will be. We lose the observer and become the storm itself. From there, we usually run. We reach for social media, work, or distractions. We become experts at turning away from our experience, even when it costs us our aliveness. Or we get lost in the feeling, replaying an argument in our heads for days. Neither strategy allows the emotion to complete its natural cycle. We just keep re-traumatizing ourselves. Emotions, when felt directly in the body, tend to rise, crest, and fall like waves. Clamping down or spinning out stops this natural movement and keeps the energy locked. Feeling without drowning means letting yourself register the full intensity of the wave in your body while staying connected to a wider field of awareness that is watching. As Tara Brach says, move from being the storm to being the sky. The storm is real, but the sky is larger. Conscious witnessing is the act of remembering that you are the sky. When you remember you are the sky, you have more capacity to let the storm pass through. It is a lived, body-based skill, not just an intellectual idea. In manifestation, this is crucial. If you numb out or get swept away, your signal remains chaotic. When you can feel fear fully as the witness, you stop letting it dictate your choices. The energy of fear becomes available to be transmuted. Your broadcast begins to shift toward clarity instead of reactivity, and the field reflects that new clarity back to you. The inner witness is not a concept, it is a capacity. It's present in the small gap when you notice yourself about to say something hurtful and choose to soften instead. From a spiritual perspective, this is the seer. Thich Nhat Hanh says to be like a loving mother who simply notices each child that comes to the door of awareness and says, "Hello, my dear." The witness is not cold or uncaring. It is an aware presence that is both spacious and deeply kind. It's about being present enough that your hurt is no longer running the show in the dark. Trauma causes experiences to be stored in fragmented ways. Sensations erupt without context. Practices that cultivate witness consciousness give the brain and body a way to integrate those fragments. When you can say, I am noticing a tightness in my chest, you are doing something revolutionary. You are no longer drowning inside the panic, you are holding it in the light of awareness. The one who is aware of the tightness is not itself tight. The one who sees the fear is not afraid. As Eckhart Tolle says, this space is not an escape, it is a sanctuary. To feel without drowning, you must make peace with the body. The body is where the energy lives. It is the screen on which the inner movie is projected. Focus on the screen, not just the movie. Focus on sensation with gentle curiosity. You'll notice that even intense experiences change moment by moment. Tightness shifts to tingling, heat moves, waves crest and subside. If you focus on the story, you can stay lost for hours. If you focus on the sensation, you are teaching your body that these waves are survivable. You are teaching your nervous system to stay present. When we track sensations this way, our brain patterns begin to shift. Areas stuck in high arousal or shutdown start to show more flexibility. This is deep, embodied transformation. In quantum physics, the observer effect tells us that the way you observe something changes its behavior. When you bring this observer effect inside, you change the way emotional patterns exist. When you stop repeatedly observing your life as the same old story, you stop feeding those timelines with energy. You are changing the field in which the shadow exists. The key is safety. Your apparatus is your inner container, grounding, breath, and the presence of self. With a strong container, you can observe even intense energies without losing yourself. Practice this in small moments. When someone cuts you off in traffic or a tense email arrives, pause. Notice the heat in your chest. Let yourself feel the energy while resting as the one who notices. Progress is a trend, not perfection. There will be times you get swept away. That's part of being human. Growth means remembering more often that you are the sky. Here are your takeaways. Separate sensation from story. Remember, you are the sky, not the storm. Welcome your body as a partner. What you can safely observe, you can begin to transmute. As you become the loving witness of your own inner world, you send a new kind of signal into the field, one that says, I am willing to be fully here, and I am ready to choose what comes next. In our next lesson, we'll dive even deeper into quantum observation. I'll see you there.